All right, good morning. Welcome to Speaking from the Boardroom on Saturday morning with Alexis Coates. We're going to have an exciting guest that's going to join us today. So we're looking forward to her joining us shortly. Yeah, hi on Instagram. We're giving everyone a chance on Instagram to join in. We're going to talk about business principles today and what it takes to build a business and some of the great business principles. And we're going to get it from a good guest of ours, I believe Susan Smallwood. She should be joining us shortly. And we will begin to talk a little bit about what it takes. What are some of the business principles to build your business in 2022? So let's give it a second, give everyone a chance to get on board, and we will begin to talk about building business principles. I'm Alexis Coates, author of 12 Great Business Principles, and I'll give everyone a chance to join. Mm. So I'm going to give our guests a chance to join in, waiting for our guest Susan Smallwood to join us shortly, and we'll talk about business principles in 2022. Good morning, Susan. Can you hear me?
Yes, grand morning.
How are you? Grand morning to
Oh
you.
God, I'm so freaking tired.
Good to
Should I
see
go
you, Susan.
outside for the view? I'm on the water. Should I go outside?
Sure, you can. You can go out on the water. That's fine.
Okay, good.
We'll take the view anytime on an early Saturday morning.
Lord Jesus.
So we'll give it a second. We got people over on Instagram, but we're also on YouTube and Facebook. So we'll give you a chance to get settled. We're going to talk a little bit about business principles on speaking from the boardroom with Susan Smallwood. So we'll give her a second to get settled at the water, and then we'll go from there.
Keep actually waiting. Okay. Oh God. The life of an entrepreneur.
Yes, that's what it is. We get up early, we push hard.
Okay. So so you send me the link after it's finished?
Yes, I will send you the link. Yes.
Okay. Mm.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, let's get started, Susan. How are you?
I'm
Um,
grand.
Great, great. So we understand, we know you got Grandiosity Events. Tell us a little bit about your business. Give us a little quick background about who you are so our guests can get a feel about who you are and get an understanding about who is Susan Smallwood.
Uh that's a very complex question. So grand
You can give
rising,
you can give the
everyone.
shave down. You can give the shave down version.
Okay.
And
Wow.
that's a beautiful background, by the way.
Thank you so much. It's a beautiful day here in the DMV. I'm on the water in Annapolis, and thanks so much, Alexis, for having me on your show. And I pray that my lashes aren't going to fall. So, anyway, whew, well, how do I start? I don't know. I don't know. Tell me how you want me to start.
Let's
There's so
talk a
much.
little bit. Let's talk a little bit about some of the events you put on, and then we'll sort of lead into some of your newer business ventures, right? And we're going to be
Okay.
here, we're going to be here about 30 minutes. So let's just talk a bit about some of the grand events you've had at airport hangars and some of the polo matches and things like that, and then we'll spin into we want to hear more about the caviar business.
Sure. So, Grandiosity Events was formed back in 2016. and I produced the first two events as signature flight support private jet hangar at the BWI location.
Very
They
nice.
house over $50 billion worth of private jets.
Okay.
And we each of our events benefits a foundation. So we're about giving back to the community. Our mission statement, Grandiosity Events mission statement, is bringing cultures together for grand experiences, exposure, and education.
Great. Okay.
So a lot of the guests have never been to a private jet hangar. They were
Right.
very impressed with the experience.
Okay.
Um, so move on from there. We produce an event, another charity event at the Embassy of New Zealand in Washington, D.C.,
Okay.
the observation deck at the BWI International Airport, Tiffany and Company.
Okay.
We had a
Tiffany
closed store.
Jewelry Company. Yes. Okay.
We had a closed store event inside
Oh,
Tiffany and
nice.
Company Towson Town Center
Very elegant.
one
Okay.
year. hmm Macy's Tyson's Corner. I
Yep.
celebrated my birthday inside of Macy's Tyson's Corner back in 2018. Wow. Ooh.
Well, tell us a little bit about what's some of your inspirations and why you started your events, your Grandiosity Events business. Let's talk a little bit about some inspirations went into why did you start that business.
Well, if I may be transparent, well, first of all, I love entertaining
Okay,
and
great.
I love to share my experiences with my audience and guests.
That's great.
So basically, just parlaying it all into a larger platform. Um, and the I don't know. It's something I love to do. It's so I don't even consider it work. And
Okay.
every day I share the behind the scenes with what I'm doing, and especially leading up to what's happening coming up in September. We're about 2 months away from our sixth annual celebrity charity polo and jazz,
Oh, right. Okay.
hosted by actress Lisa Ray,
Oh, very
which
nice.
will be happening at Congressional Polo Club in Poolesville, Maryland, Saturday, September 24th. So that the inspiration behind the polo event is to bring the culture out to understand the world of polo.
Okay.
A
Okay.
lot of folks of color never attended a polo event.
Okay.
I don't even think you've attended my polo events, Alexis.
I don't think I've been to one, but I promise you I will come.
Yes,
I'm
you must.
100%. I'm gonna commit because I knew you would get me on screen that I would commit. I got it. I'm there.
Yes, yes. So, so anyway, so that event is benefiting Black Mental Health Alliance,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and we know that mental health is a very serious issue. We all know somebody that's managing or battling mental health. That's in
Okay.
our family, our friends, in the community, and around the world. And I shared my personal journey of managing and making magic happen while going through mental health myself.
Totally
A
understand.
month ago, I was on Fox 5, Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I am diagnosed with PTSD.
Okay.
And, so we got to stop the stigma. There are a lot of people out there that have issues. They just have not been officially diagnosed.
And they don't address them, and they don't seek some sort of clinical diagnosis of what their issues are. Yes, this
That
is
is correct.
yes.
I am doing the work. I'm on a healing journey. I'm on a spiritual journey. And I acknowledge and recognize where I still need to do the work.
Okay.
And I think when people understand that they have to look inside
Hmm.
and address issues, they will become the grandest version of themselves. And that's where I am.
And that's where you are. Okay. So talk a little bit about what your business and still talking about your events. What clientele are you addressing? And are you addressing the higher end, the six figure guy? Are you addressing general culture? Who's your audience that's attending your events? And talk a little bit about like are you talking about ambassadors? Are you talking about politicians, doctors, lawyers? Who's attending the events that you're putting on?
We accept everybody. We want everyone to experience our events.
Okay, great.
There's no particular clientele. Um, I don't know because I've been. Oh, I don't know how I should say that.
So you're across the board. You're open across the board culturally to everyone experiencing
Yes.
the event at the head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so building these events, then you go out and you build these partnerships, as you say, like with Tiffany and Macy's
Mm-hmm.
and other larger brands.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any bigger brands that's going to be at your next polo match that you want to highlight, that you're excited about?
Yes, we have. Who are we have a lot of IT companies that are coming on
Okay,
board.
very nice, very nice.
We have Premier Health Destinations, which is one of our $10,000 sponsors,
Oh, nice. Okay, okay,
a brand new sponsor, and that came as a result of one of the guests that attended a previous polo event years ago.
yes, okay,
And they fast forward, they were very impressed, and now they became a sponsor at this event. We have a double $10,000 sponsor, Oxley Realty Services, this year.
nice. Okay,
Um, let me see who else. God, we have oh, there's too many to name, or maybe it's too early. My brain is frozen right now, Alexis.
that's fine.
Do you have my flyer? Is it possible that you could put the flyer up?
Yeah, I don't think I have the flag. Can you
Mm.
hold on one second?
Carena
No.
Construction is huge.
Oh, okay.
Huge construction company. Epic Consulting. Woo, I'm just trying to remember all the logos. There's so many logos
Right. So you
that
got
are.
quite a few
Yes.
sponsors with the event.
Oh
So
yeah.
is this event already sold out?
No, it's not sold out, but
Yeah,
pretty
most
much.
of your events are always sold out.
Hmm?
Most of your events appear they're always sold out.
Well, thank God that the polo field is the size of a football field,
Oh,
so we
nice.
have enough space, and it's all outdoors
For everyone,
for
yes.
everyone.
And okay, so let's parlay over now to this next 10 minutes, and talk about the more just as exciting thing, your caviar business.
Uh
I
huh.
noticed you jumped into that industry, and I don't know much about. I think I've had caviar 2 times in my life, and it was extremely good. So talk a little bit about what was your inspiration. Talk about like what was some of your principles and jumping into why'd you want to get into the caviar space? What's exciting about it, and what's planned long term for you in the caviar business?
Oh, very good question. Um, that's the number one question I'm often asked. So back in 2020, I had hosted an event at a caviar lounge at the Guitar Hotel in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay,
And at the time, I was looking for an image to place on the flyer. There were no images of people of color, Black people at all when I Googled. And I Googled and I Googled and I researched. And I said, I can't believe there's no images of Black people.
I understand.
So after that event, so I used just the image of champagne and caviar for that first flyer. After that event was over, I was determined to change the complexion.
Okay,
And so then I reached out to another caviar purveyor and asked to become an affiliate. It took thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars before they literally took me serious. Finally,
okay.
they I became an affiliate. And then while I was in Washington, D.C., two gentlemen said, Susan, why are you giving that caviar company so much advertisement? Why don't you have your own caviar brand?
Wow. Okay, that's exciting. Okay. So two people approach you and say you've been sponsoring these caviar events, you've been putting them on, you've been drawing their audiences, tapping into their demographic, growing a product. So someone
Hmm.
approach you and say, "Hey, why don't you consider maybe branding your own product, building your own product out?"
Hmm.
Okay, that's nice.
And I said, never thought about that. I didn't think about it like that. And then I was on a mission.
Okay.
to accept that challenge to have my own caviar
It's good. It's
label. That
good
took
to mess for
another,
you to build a business at that point.
yes, months and months and months and months. And finally, a caviar purveyor took me seriously.
Okay.
And voila, last month, June 7th, I'm sorry, June 12th, we launched at the Baltimore Inner Harbor Marina.
Oh, so it's been
And
about a
this
year now. Okay.
and this October we'll be launching in South Florida.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So where are you? What stores can you get that in the stores? Do you get it online? Where do you get? Where can you pick up the product?
You can purchase online on my link, lagrandecaviar.com.
Okay.
My ultimate grand goal is to have it retailed in gourmet markets
Okay.
and wholesaled to resorts and restaurateurs and private chefs.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about now. Let's talk a little bit about the business principles, building a business. Is this something from now you as the CEO leading this company, the caviar business? Do you have to go out and raise capital? How tough is it for your business to raise capital, say to get into the caviar business? Because generally speaking, most of the audience would believe that it would be a high end, a very expensive entry into market, right? So if it is, and I'm not sure if it is, based on market research, do you have to go out and raise capital? And if you did, talk a little bit about talk to the audience a little bit about like how did you go out and raise capital? How did you put this whole structure together? Because it's kind of extraordinary to see an African American woman inside of the caviar business, which I'm sure is a very profitable marginal business to be in.
Yes, actually, I did. I did have to raise capital,
Okay, good.
and after raising the capital and doing the launch, I
Hmm.
then now have one investor.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay,
And in addition, a Miami socialite believed in me. She was the first one to contract me at her private residence in Pinecrest, Miami.
okay,
Also contracted me to do a gala at the JW Marriott in Miami. And now she has me, she has my La Grande Caviar Bar going to be filmed
okay. So
on a
so
major network.
very nice. So now you raise capital. Let's say you go out and you raise capital for the business. You come up with this idea from you went to DC and people suggested, hey, you could do this on your own, and you start to build this business. So talk a little bit about now. How do you begin to think about after say 12 months now? How do you think about branding your business? Like, are you branding your business mostly on social media? Are you running it in magazines? Are you doing TV? How are you branding and building this product out?
Yes, so we have a two-page spread in the Broward Real Producers magazine
Oh, nice.
and the Fort Lauderdale area.
Okay.
And if
Okay.
anyone is not familiar with Broward Real Producers, it's distributed to the top 500 real estate agents in Broward County, and they gross $11 billion in sales.
Okay.
So this is a great compliment to real estate agents to gift their clients caviar when after a
Okay.
purchase. So that at least that
Okay.
was my mindset. Or even when they're doing events on in mansions and on private yachts. So that spread just came out this month.
Oh,
I have yet to
congratulations.
see it in a physical magazine. I'm waiting for it to be sent to me, but I do have the digital copy of what it looks like, and it shares my backstory in that two-page spread. So thanks
Okay.
to Broward Real Producers magazine, and that will run a whole entire year.
Okay. So you building this business out. You have a brand. You appear. You sound like you have a pretty good marketing strategy. I've seen it quite a bit on social media. I've kept an eye on you over the time. I've always been aware of all the good things that you're doing. And as you parlay with your events, Grandiosity Events to the caviar business, I'm sure there are other things. There are other things in the foresight coming forward that you're excited about? Are there any new ventures that you want to also talk about a little bit here? just generally speaking?
Oh yeah. But it's I'm under agreement. I can't divulge
Okay,
it
okay,
right now. But
I totally
it's
understand.
oh yeah.
Okay, okay. So
Mhm.
do you have a big staff around you that's help managing this process? And what could advice could you give to another young girl or a young man that's thinking about starting a business? What advice would you give them as you build out your businesses? What would you tell people to say, hey, don't go down that road, don't go this way, go that way? What advice? What's some advice you would give people in growing their businesses? Going forward based on some of the experiences you've had.
Well, we all know, all business owners know, failure is a part of the formula to success.
Yes.
You're going to have hiccups. You're going to have ebb and flows, bumps in the
Yep.
road. Never, ever, 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 ever give up. If it's something you truly believe in, keep going.
Yep. This is
And because when if you give up and stop, you got to start all over again with
yep.
something else.
And there's nothing wrong with starting over though.
Hmm.
There's really nothing wrong from a principle standpoint with failing, but it's just never quit, right? You stay at it
Exactly.
no matter what. You keep hammering
Hmm.
at it, and the winner and the race goes to the endure, the one who can
Hmm.
endure the most through tough times. So you're getting through things and you're building businesses even in tough times in 2022. So
Hmm.
that's quite extraordinary. So do you have mentors that's giving you advice? Because as a peer, you seem to have this thing pretty much together. Is it mentors also help guiding you in this process?
I do
As
have people
you-
behind the scenes that are that do advise me. Yes, I do have advisors.
Good, 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 good.
Yes, and I'm grateful because I'm just to be given advice by seasoned people. I'm very grateful.
Okay, and as a seasoned cigar smoker, right? I've been smoking cigars for a minute. Um, is this does the caviar mix with cigars and it mix with whiskey? Is that a whole mix that's going on in the environment today?
Let me tell y'all, there are no rules. I am
No rule.
redefining rules.
Okay. Okay. Good.
No rules. There's no such thing as normal. So with Uncle Nearest was part of my grand launch last month.
Oh, nice.
They're a
Yes.
black-owned premium whiskey. They
Uh
curate a
huh. Yep.
specialty cocktail to pair with my caviar. So
Oh,
no, there
nice.
are no rules. It does not have to be just champagne and caviar or vodka and caviar, as it historically started way back in the day. There are no rules,
Okay.
and and with cigars, I have so many curated themes: cigars and caviar, crypto and
Okay.
caviar, cannabis and caviar, couture and caviar, cars and caviar. You
Right.
want me to keep on going?
No, no, I get it. I get it. Caviar goes with everything.
Yes,
It's like a blue sports jacket. It goes with everything.
it sure
So
does.
that's pretty, so when I had it, I think I had caviar when I was in Charlotte at a restaurant,
Yeah,
and
but
I
what
think
type of caviar is it?
I'm not even sure. It was on an omelet. It was unbelievably delicious, and that was actually my I had it
So the
actually
type of
twice.
caviar that we have is Royal Acetra.
Okay,
It's
okay.
a
Now that's good to hear that detail.
high
Okay,
quality at affordable pricing.
okay.
La Grande caviar is a nutritional powerhouse packed full of vitamins B, D, selenium, lentils, and telomeres. It's an aphrodisiac and it's a Prozac.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know the health. I didn't know the health ties to caviar,
Mm-hmm.
and it always appears as a general sense, being me from the inner city, that caviar was a bit of a reach for me, right? But as you put on these events, it's not such a reach for people. You're making it
No,
easier for everyone to get to, right? Which is exciting. And come to find out, it has health implications that are really good for you, which is good
absolutely.
to hear, which are exciting to hear. And so that's exciting to see you growing your business and you're doing well. And I will make your event. I will commit to that, right? and I don't commit to anything unless I'm going to follow through.
We
So I
look forward to
try to
seeing you,
be
Alexis.
careful about committing my time. And I'm an avid golfer, and normally your events are normally on the traveling time when I'm traveling golfing. But I will make some time to join you in your events, and I love seeing you grow, and love seeing African Americans grow, and I like to see people doing well. And I appreciate you taking um, some time on your early Saturday morning at with the water behind you. I appreciate you taking time to join us and give us some tidbits on your growing business and on your caviar business. And I know your caviar business will be a success. I've known you for years, and I know you've always worked hard, and you worked hard at what you're doing, and you've always been successful at whatever you're doing. So I appreciate you joining. And so, any other final words to give the audience, or just give some pointers to anyone that may be watching that may want to hear some things and say, "Hey, I want to start a business." What general? Just give them a pointer or two about some things they could think about going forward.
Well, number one, love yourself, of course.
Okay.
Believe in yourself. Never, ever, ever give up. And every life that you touch leaves a legacy.
Yes, this is very true. I do believe that. I do believe that. I published two books, and I say that heavy legacies, leaving legacies for your kids and for their kids, and being able to save money and grow money. And at the end of the day, it's about the bottom line. It's about, if you ain't making money, you ain't making it. For
Hmm.
me, it's always about the money. At the bottom line, are you making it? Are you making it happen? But also, are
I
you
call
making
it magic.
it? Yeah, I like magic. I like it. And if you're making it happen, making the magic happen, that's great. So thanks a lot, Susan, for joining me. I appreciate you taking this early morning, rising up early, and joining me on Speaking from the Boardroom. And we'll share this out to our audience, and I will share a link with you. But I appreciate you joining. So thanks a lot, and enjoy the rest of your day. It's a beautiful day on Saturday here in the DMV. So enjoy the rest of your day. So thanks a lot for joining, and thanks a lot to everyone on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So thanks a lot, Susan. Have a good day.
Live life grand every day, babies.
Yes, we should. Yes. Take care.